you've had to care for your dad while he
Yes.
was ill. I know you were at the hospital with him. You were his caregiver. And I actually honor you for that because I know what it's like to care for a sick parent.
Yes.
So now it was like the roles were reversed. Renee first walked through that loss of a parent, and now it's like, let me help Renee walk through the caring of an ill parent, an aging parent. It's something we don't talk about enough.
No.
Right? So your dad being, I remember him as such a vibrant person, and I know you're still dealing with that transition, but I just want to, get your thoughts on what that period of your life was like, and perhaps even talk to the person you became through that.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm still becoming as a result of that experience. Having to care for someone that cared for you is so challenging. And in many ways, although my dad remarried and like I mentioned before, I had a stepmother that was great. I mean, he was still my mom and my dad. So having to see him at his lowest was very challenging. Also dealing with family members who didn't always understand the perspective I was coming from. Like, for example, my eating habits are very different than my dad at the time and most of his family members. So just working on introducing some of those new eating habits was a challenge. I would say that I literally grew up overnight just from being one of his primary caregivers. So yeah, the in a nutshell, I grew up overnight, having to deal with someone that's usually the one that's in control, for a lack of a better word, and now having to be in control and to show options to him and to debunk those options with him. In a lot of ways, though, I saw that he was proud of me and that he saw that a lot of the tools that he gave me, I was able to put them to use, even though those same tools sometimes cause some headbutting.
Sure,
I think at the end of the day, he was happy that I was there, and I'm happy that I was able to be there and walk through that journey with him. It was tough. Just thinking of it, I have goosebumps, but I wouldn't have had it any other way.
And I think you're demonstrating just that, that parent who was once your caregiver, having to take care of them, that's a growth tool in itself. Like just the act of doing it is the growth tool. And I think you're triumphant because of it.